So I have dedicated this on friendship as a most affectionate friend to his friend. In the former, Cato spoke, who was the oldest and wisest man of his day. In this, Laelius speaks on friendship. Laelius, who was at once a wise man, that was the title given him, and eminent for his famous friendship. Please forget me for a while. Imagine Laelius to be speaking. Gaius Fannius and Quintus Mucius come to call on their father-in-law after the death of Africanus. They start the subject. Laelius answers them. And the whole essay on friendship is his. In reading it, you will recognize a picture of yourself. 2. Fannius. You are quite right, Laelius. There never was a better or more illustrious character than Africanus. But you should consider that at the present moment all eyes are on you. Everybody calls you the wise par excellence, and thinks you so. The same mark of respect was lately paid Cato, and we know that in the last generation Lucius Attilius was called the wise. But in both cases the word was applied with a certain difference. Attilius was so called from his reputation as a jurist. Cato got the name as a kind of honorary title and in extreme old age because of his varied experience of affairs and his reputation for foresight and firmness, and the sagacity of the opinions which he delivered in Senate and Forum. You, however, are regarded as wise in a somewhat different sense, not alone on account of natural ability and character, but also from your industry and learning, and not in the sense in which the vulgar, but that in which scholars give that title. In this sense, we do not read of any one being called wise in Greece, except one man at Athens. And he, to be sure, had been declared by the oracle of Apollo also to be the supremely wise man. For those who commonly go by the name of the 7 sages are not admitted into the category of the wise by fastidious critics. Your wisdom people believe to consist in this, that you look upon yourself as self-sufficing and regard the changes and chances of mortal life as powerless to affect your virtue. Accordingly, they are always asking me, and doubtless also our Scipiо here, how you bear the death of Africanus. This curiosity has been the more excited from the fact that on the nones of this month, when we augurs met as usual in the suburban villa of Decimus Brutus for consultation, you were not present, though it had always been your habit to keep that appointment and perform that duty with the utmost punctuality. Scipio. Yes, indeed, Laelius. I am often asked the question mentioned by Fannius. But I answer in accordance with what I have observed. I say that you bear in a reasonable manner the grief which you have sustained in the death of one who was at once a man of the most illustrious character and a very dear friend. That, of course, you could not but be affected. Anything else would have been wholly unnatural in a man of your gentle nature, but that the cause of your non-attendance at our college meeting was illness, not melancholy. Laelius. Thanks, Scipio. You are quite right. You spoke the exact truth. For, in fact, I had no right to allow myself to be withdrawn from a duty which I had regularly performed, as long as I was well, by any personal misfortune. Nor do I think that anything that can happen will cause a man of principle to intermit a duty. As for your telling me, Fannius, of the honorable appellation given me, an appellation to which I do not recognize my title, and to which I make no claim, you doubtless act from feelings of affection. But I must say that you seem to me to do less than justice to Cato. If anyone was ever wise, of which I have my doubts, he was. Putting aside everything else, consider how he bore his son's death. I had not forgotten Paulus. I had seen with my own eyes Gallus. But they lost their sons when mere children. Cato his when he was a full-grown man, with an assured reputation. Do not therefore be in a hurry to reckon as Cato's superior even that same famous personage whom Apollo, as you say, declared to be the wisest. Remember, the former's reputation rests on deeds, the latter's on words. 3. Now, as far as I am concerned, I speak